A cuticle area is so smooth you will think it's your natural nail. And I didn't file anything, no dust, no mess, just apply the tips, which are a total game changer. They fit so perfectly near the cuticle, so you can skip the entire blending step, which is going to save you about 20 minutes for every set. I will show you exactly how to apply these tips by Modelones. We will also use builder gel and create a gorgeous cat eye nail art. This is my client for today. She has regular standard nails, nothing too complicated here. And first we are going to start with the nail prep. I will push back the cuticles with orange wood stick. Be careful, if it feels uncomfortable, that probably means that your orange wood stick is too sharp, so you can take 180 grit file and fix it. Also make sure that you are not pushing too hard. Our goal is simply to push back the cuticles from the nail plate. Then I'm going to file the free edge. Since we're doing SoftGel extensions, we don't really need to have any free edge of the natural nails, so with 180 grit I will file them as short as possible and proceed with dry manicure. I will be using diamond flame-shaped pit with red abrasive mark. The speed is about 16,000 rotations per minute, since there's not that much to clean, and I will finish up with trimming the cuticles with manicure scissors. I know that most nail technicians prefer nippers, but for some reason I really like working with manicure scissors, and this is the beautiful clean nails that we have at the end. Now let's open up these SoftGel tips, and they also have an extended size range, which means you will probably find that size for the big nails as well as for the tiny ones. But the best part about these tips, this super thin cuticle area. Normally I use electric nail file to file it down, but now it's so thin and seamless that we can easily skip the step. We need to prep the nails and apply 3-in-1 nail prep. Make sure you're not touching the skin and let dry before proceeding. This nail prep works both as dehydrator and nail primer, and it provides a better adhesion between the nails and the product. And the best part is that it doesn't contain acid or formaldehyde. It also has a neutral pH 7. However, I would not recommend applying it on damaged or burnt nails. Then I will use rubber base coat. The consistency is rather thick, so you need to control it and make sure you're not applying too much. Cure in LED for 60 seconds, and then with nail glue gel I'm going to apply SoftGel tips. I think you can already tell that this area near the cuticle is so thin and seamless, because normally I did it with electric nail file, and now we have the tips that have pre-made thin cuticle area. That is so cool. But you probably noticed that I have this little gap from the cuticle area, and all we need to do is to fill it in with builder gel. You can use color builder gels if you want to have nude or milky nails, but the design I'm about to do is going to be a bit transparent and clear. That's why I will be using clear builder gel. So all I need to do is to apply this little amount near the cuticle to fill it in, so it will be seamless and we will not have any gap. It has medium thick consistency, so it's not too runny, it's super convenient to apply it, but I still recommend you to cure one by one, which means I apply it on one nail and then cure it in the lamp, and while it's curing, I'm working on the opposite side. I'm using detailer brush because I really need a tiny amount of builder gel here. Make sure that you cure for 60 seconds at the end of the application, so all of your builder gel is fully cured. I don't really need to apply it to the rest of the tips, I just blend and fade it a little bit so it will be seamless, and I'm not going to file anything here near the cuticle. Normally this step will take around 5 to 20 minutes depending on the nails, but now we can skip it completely, which means we are saving this additional 20 minutes into our service. Do not apply builder gel too close to the cuticle right away. I recommend you to start a little further and then slightly blend it towards the cuticle. Make sure you're not missing the sidewalls as well. And once you've done that, blend it down a little bit. I'm using the same detailer brush, or you can also use a regular gel brush or even ombre brush. After curing for 60 seconds, we need to remove the sticky layer. Since builder gels, they always have this sticky layer, to make sure it's clean. And the only thing we need to do here with a hand file is to file down this plastic residue that we have on the edge of the tips. So I will use 180 grit file. It is going to take me a couple minutes. And now we already have this perfect, flawless almond-shaped nails. And then we can apply the color right away. But if it's not your first time here on my channel, you probably know that I really enjoy super smooth cuticles surface, and also this is my choice to have a surface of the nails buffed before I apply the color. This way I'm sure that I don't have any flooding of the sidewalls, that everything is clean, and for me it's just easier to apply the color. So you can do this or you can skip this step, it's up to you. I'm using a very light buffer. I think it's about 240 grit to buff the surface, and now we have this pretty clean nails. If you notice that some of the gel glue leaked through the sidewalls or cuticle area, you need to fix it before you proceed. I think the only way to tell that these are not her natural nails is the fact that they are transparent, because we cannot see anything near the cuticle area. It's so thin and seamless. Another advantage of these soft gel tips is that they are pre-etched, so you don't need to buff them underneath. They are ready to be applied directly on the nails. I'm going to use this beautiful grayish light blue color from Sea Glass Dreams collection. This is a cat eye color, so I will apply it and use magnet. This kind of cat eye gel polishes I call silky cats, because they don't have these large glitter particles. Instead, they have this pearl look. So if you want to have this glare right in the middle of the nail, you need to do what you would normally do with the regular cats. Cats like when you pet them, well, most cats. So that's exactly what you need to do here. So you need to move this magnet back and forth on one side for a few times and then do the same on the opposite. This is how you get this beautiful glare. Then I will use colorful drops to add some color. So I found the matching blue color. It's by Modelones too, by the way. And I will add a few drops. This is kind of trust the process nail art, because at the beginning it looks like I'm about to ruin this beautiful application, but don't worry. So I'm taking this alcohol with a brush and watering down some of the parts, because all I want to have is just slight marble lines. If you accidentally apply too much of these color drops, don't worry, just take a lint-free brush and clean it from the skin. So I thought it may be fun to add some accents with black color, but on the other hand, this design is just so girlish, so light. So I just ended up adding black only on 2 nails. The best part about this design is it's not adding any volume at all. The surface of the nail is going to be completely smooth. So these color drops, they're air cured. You don't need to cure them in the lamp. And usually it takes about 1 to 2 minutes. So don't rush resealing them with a top coat. I recommend you to do the design on all nails first, and then you can proceed with sealing them. Also, avoid washing your hands while doing this design, because water can slightly ruin it. I also want this cat eye glare to be seen. That's why I'm leaving some areas without any color at all. To tell you the truth, when we applied the tips, my client was a little worried. She said, honestly, I love almond shape, but this exact shape, it looks a little weird, like it has this wide nails vibe. But once we applied the color, applied builder gel and did this design, she said, no, actually you were right. They look so pretty, so feminine. So this shape and style is called short almond nails, and you need to keep in mind that they're going to look different on everyone's nails, because it really depends on the length of your natural natural nail bed. So for her, this length doesn't really look extreme, but on someone with much shorter nail beds, they may look like medium almond, so always keep that in mind. Meanwhile, we finished the design and it looks so pretty. If you feel like adding some darker accents with black, then go ahead. If you want to add some sparkles, some glitter or rhinestones, I think they will also perfectly complement this design, but we decided to leave it just like it is. And finally, we are going to seal it with a glossy top coat. I will be using the one by Modelones. It doesn't have any sticky layer. It has medium thick consistency, so if you have some imperfections from the product application, you can easily fix them while applying the top coat and building the structure at the same time. Let me know what do you think about this nail art. If you're going to try, do not forget to tag me. It's at Nailcou, both on Instagram, on Facebook, on Snapchat, on YouTube. I would love to see your works. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye!